So today's topic is extremely sensitive, but also extremely important. We're talking about Operation Soteria Shield, a massive crackdown on child sexual exploitation and trafficking that recently took place in the United States, specifically in the state of Texas. As part of this one-month-long operation, 244 individuals were arrested, 109 children were rescued, and terabytes of abusive content were recovered. This isn't just a success story in law enforcement. It's a wake-up call for the entire world about how modern technology is being used to exploit children. Let's explore this operation in detail. What happened? How did law enforcement conduct the raids? And most importantly, what lessons everyone can learn from it? Operation Soteria Shield was launched by the Dallas office of the FBI in collaboration with 70 local and state law enforcement agencies across Texas. It started in April 2025 and lasted for a full month. So, it was not a one-day raid. It was a month-long, coordinated operation that relied on nearly a decade of intelligence sharing and cybercrime monitoring. Interestingly, the name of this operation, Soteria Shield, comes from Greek mythology, meaning safety or deliverance. And that's exactly what this operation aimed for: rescue and justice. As a result, 244 people, both men and women, were arrested for crimes related to child sex trafficking, pornography, and exploitation. 109 children were rescued. These are real lives, children being manipulated or abused, who are now free from their abusers. Now here's where the story takes a chilling turn. Most of these offenders never physically met their victims. They use social media, online games, chat rooms, and video apps to manipulate children, some as young as 8 or 9, into sending explicit images and videos. These predators are sophisticated. They use fake profiles, grooming tactics, flattery, threats, and operate across multiple platforms. And children? They often feel scared, ashamed, or confused. They don't report it. They hide it. That's how this crime thrives in silence. And this is very concerning. As technology advances, thousands of cases are emerging daily where online harassment is happening. Young girls' deepfakes are being made, and they're being blackmailed for money and sexual abuse. Kids are spending thousands of dollars of their parents' hard-earned money on games without their knowledge. Online bullying has become so common that now people don't even consider it wrong. Even online challenges and reel-making are taking the lives of many people. Recently, a 19-year-old girl from Arizona was declared brain dead after she attempted an online challenge where she inhaled a toxic cleaner. So things are becoming very dark as society grows and technology advances. In today's time, online exploitation is becoming more common than physical abuse. And FBI Special Agent Joseph Rothrock made a very accurate statement regarding this. Predators now have access to our children in our homes through technology. This means that a child sitting in their bedroom with a smartphone is not necessarily safe, unless someone understands and monitors the digital environment they are in. Some offenders even used fake identities, posing as children themselves, to gain trust and coerce their victims. And let's be honest, a few decades ago, parents taught their kids about stranger danger, people lurking in parks or streets. Today, the predator is in your child's bedroom, but through a screen. Most parents don't know who their children are talking to online. Platforms like Discord, Fortnite, Instagram, Snapchat, they're not just gaming or messaging apps. They're hunting grounds for digital predators. And the worst part? Most parents don't even know these platforms have chat features. Many don't know what's happening under their own roof. But what makes these cases even more shocking is this. Many of these children had never been reported missing. Their abuse was completely unknown to their families, schools, or authorities. That tells us there's a massive reporting gap and a lack of awareness at the grassroots level. So now, let's understand how such a large operation was successful. Operation Soteria Shield began with data sharing between the FBI and local police. They used AI tools to flag suspicious activity on certain platforms, forensic software to trace digital footprints, surveillance, and undercover agents in chat rooms posing as minors. In some cases, tips came from parents or teachers. But most often, The cases emerge from years of patient digital monitoring. The seized evidence, terabytes of images and videos, is now being used to prosecute offenders under federal and state laws. Greg Willis, the district attorney of Collin County, said, "What started as a small team with a bold idea has now grown into something extremely powerful. This proves that long-term planning, interagency trust, and digital tools are essential to fighting crimes that hide in the shadows of the internet." Now you might ask, is this only a problem in the U.S.? The answer is absolutely not. In fact, according to Interpol and UNICEF, online child abuse has become a global crisis, especially since the COVID-19 pandemic, when children began spending more time online for school and social interaction. Online child exploitation is a global epidemic. Whether it's in the UK, Southeast Asia, or Europe, similar patterns are emerging. And it all comes down to one thing: digital access without digital awareness. And unlike traditional crimes, this one evolves with technology. As fast as platforms grow, predators find new ways to exploit them. So, while this particular operation happened in Texas, it reflects a global pattern of digital exploitation that every country must prepare for. Now, the main question is, what can be done regarding this matter? Because we cannot stop someone from using phones or computers, or just cut off the Wi-Fi. There are certain things which no one can control, but there are a few things that can be done, such as parents must use parental controls on all devices used by children. Schools need to teach digital safety as part of the core curriculum. Governments must push for mandatory age verification on platforms hosting user-generated content. And most importantly, children must be encouraged to speak up when they feel unsafe. And lastly, if something seems off, behavior changes, anxiety, secrecy, don't ignore it. Talk, investigate, and act. So at the end, Operation Soteria Shield has revealed a dark reality and reminds us of two things. One, child exploitation is happening at a terrifying scale, even in developed nations. And two, it can be fought. When law enforcement, technology experts, and families work together, we can rescue victims, prosecute predators, and protect the next generation. Let's hope this model of multi-agency cooperation is followed not just in the U.S., but globally. Thank you for watching. Hope you all have a wonderful day.